You're good.
Hi, everyone. I think we're going to go ahead and try and get started so we can go live right at 7 o'clock. I am Jennifer Alexander, the General Sales Manager with Channel 6, and I want to thank you all for coming tonight. I know it's not easy to give up a beautiful, sunny summer evening, so thank you so much for coming. I also want to thank Ian and the sports team, and Cindy Sullivan. She's probably, I don't even know if she's in here, but for putting this event together. We're so thankful for them and doing this, and Joe for taping this. So thank you very much for that. Of course, thanking our sponsors, Johnson's Workbench specifically. They really help make this happen. So thank you to them. And really, honestly, I just want to say congratulations to you all of the nominees. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to the parents, because it takes all of you. And being a student athlete is not an easy thing. I mean, it takes drive, it takes commitment, it takes organization. So thank you so much, and congratulations. And I'm going to just pass it right on over to Ian.
All right. Well, as she said, thank you very much for being here, everyone. I know, summer months is always tough to get a big group of people together, and so shout out to Cindy for getting invites sent out at a decent time, so a lot of people could make it and put it in their schedule. So, as for those that don't know me, I am Ian Kress, the sports director at Channel 6. I see a lot of familiar faces, so it's great to see so many of you who I've interacted with either this year or within the last few years. So I appreciate you being here, and this is the fourth year we've done something like this. First year, we really didn't know what to expect, and it ended up working out pretty well, and so we've kept it going ever since, and I think this might be our strongest group of nominees compared to the last three, if I'm being honest. I think maybe it's a little recency bias, but I think this is a strong group. We had a strong year with champions and athletes doing some amazing things, and so I think it's going to be a fun night. As far as I know, too, we're the only local TV station in the state that does something like this, so we do take a lot of pride in it, so we hope you enjoy the show as well. One thing we like to do is have a keynote speaker come up, and this year we are honored to have Javon Ringer on hand. He is a former Michigan State football player from 2005 to 2008, was a first-team All-American as a senior in 2008, inducted into the Michigan State Athletics Hall of Fame in 2023. And on a personal note, was my favorite player growing up. I had a very big white number 23 Michigan State jersey as a kid. So it's pretty cool to have him on hand. He's going to say a few words, and then we'll get going with the show. So I'll bring up Javon.
Okay, I have to add, everything he said was true, but also one thing that I am extremely proud of. I am still today currently #1 in Michigan State history in all-purpose yards. So I just always that is an accomplishment for me that I am extremely proud of. But also thank you guys for having me. I really want to say congratulations to the athletes we have here today, and just as much as the athletes, congratulations to the parents, because you guys, trust me, athletes, you never know the sacrifices that your parents probably had to make, and they might have had days when they're getting off of work and they're exhausted, but they're like, I still got to take my kid to practice for this or work out for that. So you cannot take that for granted. And I know from my high school experience, that was something that I was able to notice, though my parents would try to hide it from me. So it was something that I was able to use when I would go to my workouts and when I would perform in my games. I had a mindset of, this isn't just for me. And I feel like that's something that can carry you on through life, having a true understanding of certain things that you're doing, especially with your athletics. No, it's not just about you. It's the same thing again with when I bring it back to your parents. Your parents aren't just working hard and doing all the things that they do just for them. They're doing it for you also. I feel like that is something that is a huge push for you. I truly And I carried this with me in high school. I carried this with me, through college, and then, being drafted into the NFL. Like, I truly believe you'll go that extra mile. You'll work just that much harder when you have your loved ones in your mind. Like, it's not just all about me, me, me. I am also thinking about the ones who helped get me here, the ones who support me. For me, with playing ball, that I had a ringer on the back of my jersey. I knew I wasn't just representing me. I was representing my father. I was representing my mother. And how I performed, not just when the cameras were on me, but when they weren't, that's something that mattered. And with that, also, your attitude is tied into that too. I am a believer. Again, carried this with me through high school. I got to thank my dad. My dad really instilled a lot of positive things into me when I was younger. But through high school and college and after, I big believer on the fact that I'm sure you guys have heard some, money or success changes people, blah, blah, blah. That's not really true. It's more so money or success brings out more of the person who you truly are. So continue to be that positive, loving, giving, hardworking person all the way through. You guys are clearly great athletes who have had a lot of success. That is why you are here. But as that continues, make sure you keep your attitude in check. Continue to be that humble, hardworking person. I'm assuming everybody is that humble, hardworking person. If anybody in here is a little arrogant, or a little conceited, rear that back in, because that will only take you so far. I promise you. I truly don't feel like a lot of my success came from just because, I was able to do this or that. I also feel like, man, I was blessed, like, because of how I carried myself, and I never changed. I was pretty dope in high school. But with that, and I had success early, my sophomore year, we were able to win state, and, I set like four records in the state championship game. I did a lot. Let's just say I did a lot. So I had that early, especially going to school, everybody's patting you on your back, but that didn't change the person I was. I would talk to everybody, from the popular people to, those who maybe aren't as popular, don't get as much of attention. Like that was important to me. And I truly believe that, my Lord and Savior continued to uplift me because he saw that I was able to handle, a lot of the success that came my way. And that continued again through college, and then when I was able to make it to the NFL. So I feel like that is something, I'll die on that mountain. I feel like that is something everybody needs to have that attitude, just to even help give you just a little bit more of a boost, from God, to help bless you to be as successful as you want to be. So again, congratulations. Guys, enjoy every moment of this. There's nothing like high school. I was able to have, success in college and then again make it pro, but none of it compares to high school and my friends who I had in high school and those relationships that, that I had then. It means something. And for those of you who are done and you're going on, still you enjoy what you have left, because once this is over, it's over. So you got to cherish it. You got to embrace it. You have to be truly, truly thankful for it. I carried that. That's something that I'm going to make sure that I tell my kids. I plan on my daughter and my son, I plan on them being athletes, and I'm, fingers crossed, they should be pretty good athletes. But I say that not even because of me. My wife was amazing. She was good in high school, and she's a 2-time All-American at Michigan State in track. She was a hurdler. So you would think the combo, they should be something. So, but I'm gonna make sure, first things first, they keep that attitude in check. So congratulations to the athletes. Big, big, big congratulations to the parents, because it starts with you. It starts with all of the parents. So thank you again for having me. I wish you all the best, much, much more success as you continue through your journey. And God bless. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Javon. I have to imagine if we had something like this when you were growing up, you'd be a nominee in 1 or 2 categories, if I had a guess. But so we're going to get going with the awards presentations. And the way this is going to work, we have 9 different categories, 5 nominees each. We have a video for each category. It's about roughly 4 minutes long, each thing. We'll play it. It'll be kind of give you a visual of the nominees and what they accomplished and what it looks like, basically. And then after that, we'll announce the winner. And that winner, if they can come up, and we will hand them a trophy. And then we will also ask them a few questions on stage, either Tyler Driesinga, Desharian McBroom, or Kara Adams from the sports department at Channel 6. We'll ask you a few questions just about your high school career, what you were able to accomplish, and then we'll move on to the next one. So we'll get going with our first one. So this is a moment of the year, and one thing about this one is it's a lot of different things, a lot of athletes or teams doing something for the very first time, and we'll get going with the video.
Here are the nominees for Moment of the Year. Brooklyn Columbia Central.
As for a couple other teams chasing championships, Michigan Center and Brooklyn Columbia Central met in the Cascades Conference title game tonight. One last chance for the Cardinals to tie it, but the shot is no good, and Columbia Central holds on for a 59-56 win. It's the Golden Eagles' first conference title in boys hoops in 43 years.
I'm so proud of them. We go back to last year, we made it to this game and we lost by 1 point at the very end. I think they learned what it took to get to this point.
DeWitt girls basketball.
DeWitt was taking on top-ranked Belleville, a team that features Miss Basketball finalist Secret Carter and one of the top juniors in the country, Sydney Savory. So quite a challenge for the unranked Panthers. They were up for it though. English finds Nicholson for the lay-in. The Panthers stun top-ranked Belleville 48-41, closing the game on a 29-12 run. On a night 2, they never stop believing.
Our kids spend a lot of time in the off season, and they believe in the things that we preach in our program, and they believe in one another and trust in one another.
I mean, it's like absolutely incredible. I can't even believe that we just pulled this off, but I knew we could do it. We had a great mindset going into the game, and we all just stuck as a team, and we played together, and we did what DeWitt knows how to do best.
Javari Funches, Lansing Everett.
Last night was the opening night of the high school football season, and arguably the best performance in the area came from Lansing Everett senior running back Javari Funches, who committed to Ferris State right after. Lansing Everett took down rival Lansing Sexton.
Javari Funches was a man on a mission tonight. He took it to the house in the fourth quarter for his 4th touchdown of the night. Everett gets the big rivalry win over Sexton, 24-14.
I don't know if we completed a pass today. That's a testament to our offensive line. And Javari, man, I'm talking about just a workhorse. He probably had to have 40 carries tonight.
A lot of them guys are young, so first you got to prove you can block. So they blocked tonight, have 4 touchdowns. So next week, the carries will go to them. It'll be shared equally around the team.
KJ Torbert, East Lansing.
East Lansing's KJ Torbert is officially the best high school boys basketball senior in the state of Michigan.
My pleasure to announce the 2026 Hal Schramm Mr. Basketball winner, Calvin Torbert Jr.
with his dad, Calvin Torbert Sr., winning the award back in 2001 at Flint Northwestern. They become the first father-son duo to win Michigan's Mr. Basketball.
Trying to put my name out there, prove I'm one of the best in Michigan, so that's what I have to do. It means a lot, you know, it's a dream come true of mine, so it feels good accepting the award.
He's been grinding, man, his whole life, man. Even when he was 2 or 3 years old, when I was still playing, he would come in the gym, watch me work out, and he would go get a ball and go on the other end, dribble through cones.
Springport football.
Yeah, last year the Spartans captured their first ever playoff victory, and tonight they were going for their first ever district title.
This was the cherry on top, and Easton Merrill finds the end zone, and that sealed the deal. Springport wins it 35-13, and history was made. Springport won their first ever district title in program history, and it was one proud Ben Pack after the game.
From where we started 2 years ago to where we are right now, I mean, the players have just done a fabulous job. The coaching staff has done a fabulous job. Communities come together.
All right, and our winner is KJ Torbert of East Lansing.
All right, now it's better. You know, first things first, congratulations, man. With that being said, you know, what did it feel like for you for this to go from a goal to you actually winning Mr. Basketball and being named the best player in the state for your class?
You know, just working every day, you know, just putting hours in the gym, you know, just getting better each day.
We just saw the video and your father was talking about how, you know, even when he was still playing, you know, you were 2, 3 years old, still coming in the gym, ready to play. But, you know, how do you put into words, you know, what you guys were able to do, the first father-son duo to be Mr. Basketball?
You know, he always had them talks with me every game, you know, before every practice too, just telling me to just, you know, it's your time, you know, can't wait on anything else.
You're off to Bowling Green State now. You know, what's that process been like, you know, getting to go to college, you know, to continue your basketball career and, you know, going up there and getting to learn, you know, from some great coaches?
You know, it's a great coaching staff. You know, I actually already been there for a couple of weeks already, so it's just been a good, like, it's like a different pace of the game, so I'm just adjusting to it real good.
And then not only Mr. Basketball, but, you know, winning state championship, and, you know, you've had a great career at East Lansing, but, you know, how would you describe, you know, what you guys were able to accomplish over the last 2 to 3 seasons?
I say, like, it was just a crazy feeling, you know, that one loss that we had junior year, you know, left a chip on our shoulder the rest of the season, and we didn't lose the rest of the season, so that's how we had to bounce back from it.
Last question I got for you, you know, you were Mr. Basketball this year, you got the state championship last year. Which one were you more excited for?
State championship.
All right, congratulations.
I think my favorite part of him winning Mr. Basketball was his mom's scream, though, when that all happened. Yes. All right, next up is our Lifetime Achievement Award, and this honors some of those who have done something memorable or have decided to step out of that current role after having an outstanding career.
Here are the nominees for Lifetime Achievement. Ben Pack, Springport.
The town is eager about this season because the Spartans won a playoff game for the first time in school history. Their success last fall came under a new head coach in Ben Pack, who's ready to build off a strong foundation.
And tonight they were going for their first ever district title.
And history was made. Springport won their first ever district title in program history.
From where we started 2 years ago to where we are right now, I mean, the players have just done a fabulous job. The coaching staff has done a fabulous job. Communities come together and experience another, victory on a Friday night.
Everyone on this team's been working at it. We had 6 a.m. lifts, like my sophomore year. No one wanted to be there, but everyone's in the weight room working. and every summer workout, everything has led up to this point.
Chad Folk, Holt. Chad Folk is stepping down as Holt's head football coach to take care of some health issues and spend more time with his family. Folk has been a part of the Holt football program for the last 31 years, with the last 11 years being the head coach.
I'm a guy who just loves history, and for our guys to have so much pride in our school and want to do it for the community, I couldn't be more proud of that. And the way they responded this week, and we're not doing it for themselves, but doing it for something bigger.
And still plans to be around the program to help with the transition. He called coaching at Holt one of the greatest honors of his life. Herb Brogan, Jackson Lumen Christi.
Jackson Lumen Christi football coach Herb Brogan moves into second place on Michigan's all-time win list.
That is important, but what's most important to me is the accomplishments of this team this year.
And the Titans capped off the season, becoming only the 7th team in Michigan to complete the 4-peat.
The fact that we had never won 4 before, we had one opportunity and we did not take advantage of it, that was certainly in our conversation all year long.
With another state championship, Lumen Christi adds to their state-leading football titles, which now stands at 15.
To be able to keep them believing that they have to make it happen is a difficult job, and these kids certainly bought into that.
Luke Pohl, Portland, and Pewamo, Westphalia. The Raiders were looking for a very special win for head coach Luke Pohl. Portland goes on to win 44-31, giving head coach Luke Pohl his 500th career victory. He's been coaching at this level since 1995-96 season, and he's been at Pewamo, Westphalia, and now Portland.
Means a lot, but what it really means is the kids that I had the opportunity to coach, the relationships, and I was just going with them. Those are the guys that won the games for me and stuff.
Mike Bride, DeWitt.
After 7.5 years in the role of DeWitt Athletic Director and another 18.5 years in administration at his alma mater of DeWitt, Bry is stepping down from his athletic director position. In his 7.5 years as the director of athletics for the Panthers, DeWitt has won multiple Diamond Classics, district, regional, and state titles. And while he may no longer be the AD at DeWitt, he will continue to provide an impact on the next generation, as he will remain the tournament director of the Diamond Classic, the top high school baseball tournament in the greater Lansing area.
All right. And our winner of the Lifetime Achievement Award is Luke Pohl, Portland and Pewamo, Westphalia.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, so 500 wins in 30 years of doing this. What is it that keeps you coming back year after year?
Well, I hung it up this year.
What kept you coming back year after year?
I like to do it. I like to be in the gym with the kids, and they kept me young, and it was just a great experience. I got to give all the credit to those guys because they're the ones that did the work. I just happened to be there.
You mentioned now that you've hung it up and you've had some time to reflect. You ended the year with 505 wins. Of those 505 wins, what are some of the moments, some of the memories that stand out from over the years?
Oh, there's a lot of them. Obviously, the state championship in 2019 was a big one, and being in the state championship game in 2014 was also a big one. But I can almost go back to my first year when we were 10-10, and every win was big then.
And got young coaches in the room here. What would your message to them be about why it's worth it? All the time that it takes, all the sacrifices that they have to make.
I don't know. I don't know if their wife would like what I say, but it's just a great experience. You can be with the kids. You can have a tremendous impact on them, hopefully in a real positive way, and you know, there's a lot of practices you would go to the day after a loss and you just felt like crap, but the kids always picked you up. And I think coaching is just one of the greatest things you can do. I've never been happier for it, and I love being called coach, you know, and even though I said I hung it up, you know, I mean, if I really miss it again, my wife, she doesn't know this, but I would probably take another look at it again. I'm still only 68 years old. I look at Izzo, and he's older than me, and he looks like he's in tougher shape.
Well, thanks so much. Congratulations on a great career.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Luke. Next up is Play of the Year. This one's pretty self-explanatory, just some moments that we were able to see happen and just think, wow, as soon as they happen. So, keep going with
Here are the nominees for Play of the Year. Grady Eklund, Pewamo, Westphalia.
In Division III, Pewamo, Westphalia went up against Arts and Technology Academy of Pontiac. In the first quarter, PW senior Grady Eklund reaches for the sky, puts his man on a poster. You just love seeing that. PW led by 10 after the first quarter.
Hayden Hinkle and Braylon Brown, Michigan Center.
We start with the unbeaten clash between Michigan Center and Leslie. Then one of the best touchdowns I've seen this year. Hinkle fakes the pitch, then later decides, you know what, I am going to pitch it. And Braylon Brown reverses field, then outraces everybody to pay dirt. The Cardinals take the lead 23-20.
KJ Torbert, East Lansing.
So it all came down to this. With time ticking down, Torbert pulls up from behind the arc. Splashes home the go-ahead bucket with 1.5 seconds remaining in the game. East Lansing wins 55-52 and moves on to the state championship game.
It's already a dream come true when you get to play at the Breast. So, you know, hitting a big shot like that on a big stage, you know, it's just something you always dreamed of making happen. So it just feels good in the moment.
Peyton Jobson, Charlotte.
As a coach, it's exciting to see a girl come in as a freshman who's absolutely fearless.
And on Tuesday, the Charlotte girls won their season opener at the buzzer. The Orioles took down Potterville 44-41 with freshman Peyton Jobson hitting a three as time expired.
My dad, he was really excited since he's been the coach for me since I was in 3rd grade, and my mom was also very excited. But my grandma and grandpa, they were crying because they were so happy for me.
Caleb Nielsen, Williamston.
Williamston flipped the script and then some in the second half. Caleb Nielsen brings the boom, then darts upfield, and call your agent, Ian. There's free real estate available. Nielsen's off for an 82-yard touchdown to tie the game at 21.
All right, so our winner for Play of the Year is KJ Torbert.
One more time.
Well, KJ, congratulations, your second award tonight, of course. But in that moment, in that play, do you remember what was going through your minds?
I thought I dribbled over to the right because I thought Coach Ray called a play or something, but then he just told me to just go score, so that's what happened.
How would you describe that feeling of seeing that bucket go in and then celebrating with your teammates?
You know, that was a crazy feeling. You know, that's a dream to hit a big shot at the Breast, so it was just a good feeling.
Your guys' team all season long had such good chemistry. The camaraderie amongst you guys was amazing. How much did that contribute to your all success this entire season?
You know, just the hard practices we had, you know, just pushing each other to get better and, you know, just grinding each day.
Well, congratulations, KJ.
Thank you.
All right, next up is Team of the Year, and as I had mentioned at the start, we had a lot of great nominees for this one. A lot of teams won titles or some way, or were finished as state runner-up. And so this one was very tough to pick from.
Here are the nominees for Team of the Year. Concord boys basketball.
Division IV was the first game of the day. Concord was taking on Detroit Douglas and seeking its first ever state title. Jet Smith surveys, puts up a three and nails it. Concord goes on to win 60-47, capturing its first ever state championship and Jackson County's first state title since '66.
This was the goal, to win this thing. Never once we said we want to make it to Nebraska or we just want to win a regional championship. It was, we're going to win a state championship. And these guys put the work in.
It's insane. I love these guys to death. We had the whole, like Coach Gill said, we had the whole town rooting for us, and I'm pretty sure they all came and supported. So we did it for them.
DeWitt football.
In Division III, undefeated DeWitt took on undefeated Mount Pleasant. The Panthers were seeking the program's second ever state championship. As a team, DeWitt rushed for a state title game record 575 yards, and they broke the record for most rushing yards in a season. DeWitt wins 54-20 to capture the state championship.
The Panthers won a perfect 14-0 this past fall and were the highest scoring team in the state for a second straight season.
It just means more because we're born and raised in DeWitt, and we've just always been a part of this community.
Eaton Rapids wrestling.
Braden Thorne of Eaton Rapids would get the pinfall for the Greyhounds to secure the victory. Eaton Rapids defeats Portland 37-29 for the program's first regional championship since 2018.
I have a long family tradition of wrestling. They've been very successful in the state tournament. It means everything. Put this community back where we're supposed to be.
They deserve it. They deserve it. We've busted our butts all year.
Fowler girls volleyball.
In volleyball, Fowler was taking on Minden for the Division IV state title. Fowler keeps things going. Paige Stalin gonna go up and she gets the kill. Paige Stalin says hello and goodbye. They go on to sweep Minden 3-0 and win their first ever volleyball state championship.
They literally have been talking about this since they were in the 5th grade when they started playing volleyball.
And Coach Parr doesn't even know this, but she's been coaching 17 years, right? And a couple of days ago we talked about it on the bus and we're like, she has been coaching since we were born. And we we're like, we want this, not for us, but for our coach.
Jackson Lumen Christi football.
Jackson Lumen Christi tied the MHSAA record for most state championship appearances this afternoon. The Titans were making their 18th appearance and were also looking to become the 7th team in state history to 4-peat. The only one who can bring Gatewood down is Gatewood himself celebrating. It would all come down to the 4th. Still tied until Benny Gaston hits Johnny Walters, who's up the sideline. He dives in for the touchdown. Titans take a 21-14 lead. It's a 4-peat for Lumen Christi.
We didn't put our heads down at all. This team knows that there was only one outcome of that game possible, and we would fight to death for it.
We've done some great things here, but nobody has ever done this.
That's 4 in a row.
All right. I know for our Team of the Year nominees, we have a lot of those in attendance. So I guess if the whole team wants to come up, great. But if, just the coach and maybe 1 or 2 players, that's fine as well. But if the whole team wants to come up, that is all right. And our winner of Team of the Year is DeWitt football. We won't ask all of you a question, but if maybe one or two of you, Rob, I guess we'll start with you, obviously.
Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Right over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so pretty much from the start of the season, you guys really carried yourself with a certain confidence. It seemed like you guys knew that if you guys played up to your standard, you really couldn't be beaten. What do you think it is about this group that kind of allowed that confidence to develop so early?
I think so many of them played as juniors, and we had a really tough loss in the semifinals when these guys had a great season in their junior year, and I think that was motivation for them, and they never really looked back. As soon as we got to our off season, every day was a grind, and we had tremendous leadership. So I think the combination of having the tough loss as juniors and then just the leadership that we had, and obviously a lot of great players. So very fortunate to coach this group of kids.
You guys put up 727 points this year. It's about 52 a game. You broke the state record for rushing yards in a season. Trav Moore broke the state championship rushing record. It's one of the most prolific offensive seasons in state history. I'm sure you weren't focused on that at the time, but in retrospect, just how cool is it to see kind of the record-setting way that these guys reached their championship goal?
It's unbelievable to have coached a group like this. Our starting offense didn't play in the second half in 7 games. So for them to do that with the amount of time that they played is absolutely incredible. And again, just a great compliment to these young men.
And can I get one of the seniors up here?
You want to do it? You're normally the one that does this, so I don't.
You're up. You're here now. All right. So just a real simple question for you. As you guys leave, what is it that you hope the younger players in the program can take from the way that you guys approach things?
Team first mentality always. Put your team before yourself.
All right, he comes up here. He's got 6 words for us. That's great. Thank you very much. Congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
All right. Congrats, guys. Next up, Coach of the Year. Obviously, when it comes to having a great team, you got to have a great coach. And for our Coach of the Year nominees, a lot of them led their programs to a state title. For some, it was the first in program history. For others, it was still having a strong year despite seeing the graduation of some key players from a year prior. So we'll get going with Coach of the Year.
Here are the nominees for Coach of the Year. Ben Pack, Springport Football.
After leading the Springport Spartans to their first ever playoff victory during his first year as head coach back in 2024, Ben Pack led Springport to its first ever district title this past season.
Well, they're very good athletes, and they were as young good athletes last year. And I think our senior class last year left their mark.
We've got great players, and the coaches do a great job of scripting the practices. From where we started 2 years ago to where we are right now, I mean, the players have just done a fabulous job. The coaching staff has done a fabulous job. Communities come together and experience another victory on a Friday night. It just goes, words can't describe how nice it is.
Dominic Schneider, Pewamo Westphalia Boys Basketball.
Pewamo Westphalia boys basketball coach Dominic Schneider led the Pirates to a historic 27-2 record, capping off the season with the second state championship in program history.
It's so hard to show up 7 straight times in the playoffs in order to get that championship. But we had all the pieces. Our guys stepped up when they needed to. Our guys did a heck of a job just finishing the job.
The Pirates finished the season undefeated in conference play, winning their second straight CMAC title in a season that was filled with success and history.
I grew up in this community as a kid. I looked up to all the players, even Coach Poles and all that. And I took so much from all those guys. And I've said it many times, it isn't a me thing.
Definitely a cool thing to be here for 4 years straight, helping him out with that. But I would say it's mainly him putting us in the right spots every game and giving us a good game plan.
Marcus Gill, Concord Boys Basketball.
Concord ended the game on an 11-0 run and takes down Tri-Unity Christian 50-40 to reach the state title game.
That's all we have to do. Everything he says is right. Even if we don't like it on the court, he's right. Listen to him and we'll be good.
Division 4 was the first game of the day. Concord was taking on Detroit Douglas. Concord goes on to win 60-47, capturing its first ever state championship and Jackson County's first state title since '66.
this was the goal, to win this thing. Never once we said we want to make it to Nebraska or we just want to win a regional championship. It was, we're going to win a state championship. And these guys put the work in.
Scott Stein, Jackson Lumen Christi girls basketball. Head coach Scott Stein is in his first year with the Titans. He joined the program after guiding Ypsilanti Arbor Prep to 3 Division III state titles in the last 4 years.
It seems like the tougher the game, the bigger the game, the more they kind of just rise to that challenge.
The Titans outscored the Pirates 18-2 in the fourth quarter to win 52-36, securing the program's first state title.
Tommy Zalkowski, Lansing Christian boys soccer.
The way we kept the ball, kept it moving, it's kind of how we want to play. So just kind of our game plan, everything we've talked about all year, it's kind of clicking right now. Just feels like they're freshmen yesterday. I mean, this group was, their freshman year was a pain in my butt, and now they're all grown up and thinking about where they're going to go to school and all this stuff. So I just really enjoy watching them grow and mature into young adults and young men and that they're going to be, and it's just, that's my favorite part about this.
All right, our winner of Coach of the Year is Marcus Gill of Concord. Yeah, you guys can come up too, yeah.
I want my team with saying about me. Here you go. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations, Coach. Staff. Come on, Wes. Chris. Pop. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sitting here.
Got the whole team with you.
Absolutely.
All right, first things first, Coach, congratulations, on the state championship. With that being said, first state championship for your program, how impactful has that been on your program as well as your school?
It's been very impactful, not just on our program and our school, but our entire community. We only a town of about 1,000. I'm actually live in Albion, Michigan, and our school district pretty much closed, so it's 2 communities in one. And for those 2 communities to come together and make some history, it's been amazing.
You got your whole staff up here. You got all of your players up here. One thing that you talked about after you guys had won the state championship, you said, it's not about me, it's about these kids. How impactful have these young men been in your life?
Man, I've been doing this a long time, been coaching a long time, been playing since my dad up here with me. It's been a blessing to have him with me since he put the ball in my hand when I was 10 years old. But this has nothing to do with me, man. This is a team award. I can't win this without great players and a great staff, and that's why we break down every huddle together. We do everything together, so it's been amazing.
With that being said, like we see in the video, you guys is Jackson County's first state championship since 1966 in boys basketball. With that being said, what do you hope this championship kind of lays as far as the foundation for your program going forward?
Well, it actually was 1955, so that was misquoted somehow. It's been a long time, but we've been putting the work in. I've been here for 7 years now, and it's just, we built the culture, and we had a great group of seniors, man, and we had 6 of them, and they were all just had one goal in mind, and that was to win a state championship and do it together and do it for the community and do it for the school. And I'm hoping that they can leave the leadership and the culture we built to the next guys up. And we can go win a couple more. I'm trying to be like Lumen Christi over there and have 3, 4, 5, 6 of them.
With that being said, Coach, as you guys went on that state championship run, you guys lost someone very important to your team. How did you, your staff, and your players, kind of rally around that and kind of win the state championship, for your coach who tragically passed away?
Well, it was the season before this last one. And we just kind of muddled through the rest of that season, and it was devastating. It rocked our whole team, our whole staff, our whole community, rocked us to our core. But tragedy does two things. It either tears people apart or bring them together. And it definitely brought us closer together. You know, God is good. We always praise God. So we looked at it as, you know, let's go do something special for him. We fell a little short that last year, but bringing our entire team back with 6 seniors, we had one goal in mind, and the main person we wanted to do it for was for Fred.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
All right. Well, similar to what Coach Gill was saying and how it's not just a single award. He won Coach of the Year, but there was more to it, and he's very appreciative of all the people that helped him. I noticed the same thing when putting this video together for record breaking. A lot of it's a single person, but they were very quick to thank those around them that helped them get the record. So we'll do a record-breaking performance.
Here are the nominees for record-breaking performance. DeWitt football.
Moore finds the end zone once again. He set the record for rushing yards in a state title game with 397 yards. It wasn't the only record the Panthers broke Sunday. Tyler Bayshore extends the lead with a 4-yard touchdown. As a team, DeWitt rushed for a state title game record 575 yards. And they broke the record for most rushing yards in a season.
Even with all the state records DeWitt set on Sunday, the Panthers are all about the team and their goal of winning a state title.
That's been preached since we were little kids as a team. It's always about the team, and so for us to come out there and do that today, it's a testament to the guys up front and the work that they put in.
Grady Eklund, Pewamo, Westphalia.
Well, ever since his freshman season, Grady Eklund has been a standout for the Pewamo Westphalia boys basketball team. Here's the record. Eklund becomes the all-time leading scorer in program history, surpassing Nick Spitzley's 1,572 career points.
Yeah, it was cool. It just shows how our community is. Everyone's put together. I didn't tell anyone about my points because we were playing Fowler, so I didn't know how close the game was. I didn't want anyone to know, but apparently someone said something because they all knew, so it was just really cool.
Pewamo Westphalia went up against Flint New Standard Academy in the D3 state semifinals. Leading the way in this one was Mr. Grady Eklund. He drains the three, finished with 27 points. Eklund also passed Magic Johnson for the second most career points by a player from the greater Lansing area.
Keyshawn Somerville, Lansing Sexton.
Keyshawn Somerville needed just 20 points tonight to become Lansing Sexton's all-time leading scorer. And in the fourth, with him only needing 2 points for the all-time Sexton record, Somerville all alone gets the easy bucket. Somerville is now the all-time leading scorer in program history with 1,714 points.
You know, just feels great, you know, but I couldn't do it without my teammates. And, you know, when I was younger, I never thought I would be able to do something like this, but, you know, it came true tonight, and I'm just, you know, super blessed and just super glad to do it with these guys behind me.
Logan Tollison, Grand Ledge. Logan Tollison put together a historic and record-breaking career at Grand Ledge. The two-time state champion broke the record for career wins with 187, 129 career pins, and 49 pins in a single season. Traverse Moore, DeWitt.
The high school football state championships resumed in Detroit. In Division III, undefeated DeWitt took on undefeated Mount Pleasant. On the opening drive of the game, DeWitt senior quarterback Traverse Moore takes it around the edge and runs in the first score of the game from 30 yards out. Moore is off into the open field once again. A 74-yard touchdown run for Moore this time. The rushing attack did not slow down for the Panthers. In the second quarter, Moore finds the end zone once again. He set the record for rushing yards in a state title game with 397 yards.
We've got some great pieces with him and a great line in front of him, but he's a special, special player.
I will say, being a defensive guy, you know, obviously we're going to let up some plays and stuff like that, but when there's Trav getting the ball right after that, it's a very nice feeling.
All right, our winner for record-breaking performance is Trav Moore of DeWitt.
All right, well, Trav, congratulations. Before that game, what was your mentality going into it that allowed you to perform at that high of a level?
Yeah, just like Caleb said, a team-first mentality. We've been playing together since we were super young, so we're all just excited to go out there and compete together as a team.
Before that game, did Coach Zimmerman give you any notable piece of advice or anything that stuck with you throughout that game?
Nah, just go out there and have fun. There's not much to it. Go out there and have fun and do the same thing you've been doing since you were young. So.
How much did your time at DeWitt help prepare you for now at Central Michigan?
Yeah, it helped me a lot. Coach Zim and just the staff in general, the teams that have come before us set a great example. And so for me to go out there and have that performance and then just carry that to college football.
Sweet. Well, thank you, Trav. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
All right, our next award is Female MVP, and obviously for these nominees, they were a part of very successful teams, but in our opinion, we thought they certainly stood out and were a big reason for the success of their teams as well.
Here are your nominees for Female MVP. Abby Russell, Hazlitt.
I think Abby is just like the definition of what a Hazlitt Williamson lacrosse player is through and through.
In the third quarter, it's Russell scoring in front of the net to grow the Vikings lead to 12. Russell has over 400 points in her high school career. Third quarter, Pitt signee Abby Russell goes top shelf for the goal. Vikings go up by 3. Hazlitt Williamson defeats Saginaw Heritage 16-11 to capture the program's 4th straight regional title.
Kenna Hunt, Jackson Lumen Christi.
First quarter, here comes standout Kenna Hunt. And they would close out strong. Hunt drives in for 2 more to grow the lead. She had a game high 27 points.
And in the fourth, Kenna Hunt shows why she's considered the best sophomore in the state. She had a game-high 21 points. The Titans win 52-36, securing the program's first state title.
Kennedy Crow, Eaton Rapids.
To have a player come through that's got the kind of talent that she has, that works as hard as she does, that loves the game as much as she does, and really supports her teammates, I mean, that's a coach's dream.
Greyhounds got right to work. Delaney Collins plays the ball through to Kennedy Crow, who touches it into the corner of the net to put Eaton Rapids up 2-0. Crow is a 2-time All-State player. Less than 5 minutes into the second half, she buries her 5th goal of the night. It was also the 100th of her career.
Rhea Hitt, Parma Western.
Pulls up from deep and hit.
Sage Miller, Fowler.
Fowler, Sage Miller, is considered one of the best players in the state. She showed why tonight. And at Fowler High School, Sage Miller signed her letter of intent to play Division I softball at Maryland.
I'm working for this my entire life, and it feels good to actually for it to become my dream come true.
And what are you most proud of as you look back at your time at Fowler?
The work ethic that I hope stays there. I hope people want to work hard and not just show up just to show up. I hope people want to show up to get better and make the program better.
winner of female MVP is Abby Russell of Hazlitt.
All right, congratulations, Abby. With that being said, you guys won 4 straight regional titles. What is something like that kind of meant to you in your career and something that you guys were able to accomplish together?
It was just so special, especially to be able to do that with my very best friends. It was just something that, not a lot of teams get to do, so it's really a blessing.
With that being said, you kind of been a standout on the team since your freshman year. How do you describe what you were able to do from going from freshman year to where you are now and being able to learn from the coaches and, help take your team to what they've been able to accomplish over the last 4 seasons?
Just a lot of hard work. My teammates push me every day. I tried to push them every day. And just a lot of it was mindset. So I think having a positive mindset and just persevering when things got tough, there's a lot of up and downs, but yeah.
You're now off to Pitt to play lacrosse there. Congratulations for that. With that being said, you always talked about, even right here, you talked about, it's not just me, it's the rest of the senior class. What do you hope you and the rest of your senior class have left on you guys' program for years to come?
I think we really worked on building a culture. So I think that's something that's going to keep growing in years to come, and I'm really excited to see where the program grows.
All right, congratulations.
So our second to last one is male MVP, and similar to female MVP, a lot of great athletes on a lot of great teams, and we felt like these really stood out among the rest and helped get their team to a new level.
The nominees for male MVP. Brady Leonard, Portland St. Patrick.
This game turned into the Brady Leonard show for Portland St. Patrick. The senior speedster gets around the corner and runs in the first score of the game.
Portland St. Patrick is Superior Dome bound.
Brady Leonard, like he's been doing all season, he's in the end zone. Portland St. Patrick rolls to the 53-0 victory to capture its first 8-man state championship.
Brady Leonard, who drills another 3.
Caden Dickerson, Portland.
The Raiders couldn't be stopped on the ground as Caden Dickerson scores.
It's Caden Dickerson who found the gap and scored his 3rd touchdown of the night. A little later, nice flow there from Caden Dickerson. He ties it at 29-all.
Portland would take the lead back in the 4th thanks to Dickerson. The senior goes 62 yards for his 5th touchdown of the game. Second quarter now, guess who and guess what? It's another Dickerson touchdown run. He finished with 146 yards and 4 TDs as the Raiders put a bow on another unbeaten run through the CAAC White.
KJ Torbert, East Lansing.
East Lansing's KJ Torbert is officially the best high school boys basketball senior in the state of Michigan.
Trojans down 2. He drives and knocks through a tough floater to force overtime. Torbert takes home MVP honors with a 39-point performance. Puts up a 3 for the win and drills it. Torbert's buzzer beater gives East Lansing a 41-40 win.
With time ticking down, Torbert decides he's going to pull up from behind the arc and splashes home the go-ahead bucket with 1.5 seconds remaining.
Logan Tollison, Grand Ledge. After winning a state championship last season as a junior at 285 pounds, Grand Ledge's Logan Tollison has done it again.
There's levels to it, and I'm number 1 for a reason.
The
Michigan State signee repeats as a state champion and caps off his senior season with a perfect 56-0 record.
And the Division I state champion at 285 pounds from Grand Ledge, Logan Tollison.
Traverse Moore, DeWitt.
Central Michigan's getting one of the very top couple of football players in the state of Michigan. He doesn't get the attention that some guys do in this state.
Moore wants more and is off to the races.
Quarterback Trav Moore breaks free on the 52-yard touchdown. The Central Michigan commit adds another touchdown to his total. Moore had 4 touchdowns on the day and leads DeWitt to the 41-20 victory.
He set the record for rushing yards in a state title game with 397 yards.
All right. Our winner of male MVP is Logan Tollison of Grand Ledge.
All right. So to become as dominant as you were in your last couple of years of high school wrestling, you've got to really love it. So I want to know, where did that love of wrestling stem from for you?
I don't know. I just loved it. I've just always loved it. It's just it's the most dominant sport. It's you and another person, and only one person gets to get their hand raised. So.
Well, you had your hand raised 101 consecutive times between your junior and senior year, back-to-back state championships, and the first All-American in Grand Ledge history. It's a lot to be proud of. What is it that you're the most proud of from your high school career?
Just, being able to jump levels and get better every day, every practice.
And you're off to wrestle here at Michigan State next year. What excites you the most about wrestling in the Big Ten and wrestling for MSU?
The competition, the travel. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome. Thanks, Logan. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it. All right. Our final category of the night, and I would say this is probably the hardest one for us to pick a winner because they're all deserving of an award. There's been so many inspiring moments that we've been able to capture over this past year, share the story, and it's certainly been inspiring to us in the sports department, and it's what makes this one very tough to pick. So here's our nominees for Inspiration of the Year.
Here are the nominees for Inspiration of the Year. Ari James, East Lansing.
My legs gave out completely. My brother was there to help, but I just slowly couldn't talk. I was throwing up, and it was a series of events, I guess.
Ari had suffered a stroke and also had blood clots in her lungs, requiring immediate brain surgery.
I remember going into surgery. I just remember seeing all these fluorescent lights, and I just remember hearing doctors talking. I do remember when they put me under all the medication, but I don't really remember anything after that. My mom made a very good environment. I had people there to support me, so I kind of had something to look forward to, accomplishing a new goal. And I think basketball being a big part of who I was before this and throughout my life, I think that just helped me every day it's going to be a new goal I have to achieve, and I had a good mindset because of basketball with that.
In just a year's time, Ari stepped foot on the court again.
Concord boys basketball.
Concord goes on to win 60-47, capturing its first ever state championship and Jackson County's first state title since '66.
There was a special meaning to Concord winning the Division IV state championship. Back in December of 2024, Fred Garland, who won a Division III national championship at Trine and played for Concord coach Marcus Gill Jr. when he was at Albion, died in a car accident after leaving a Concord practice.
he gave these guys a message. This is a true story. Right at the end of practice, he huddled these dudes up and said, y'all got to stop taking this for granted. Y'all got to really stop taking this for granted because you never know when it's going to be your last time playing. And then he got in the car and died on the way to his girlfriend's house on I-94. And it just rocked us. It rocked our team. It rocked our community, man. But tragedy do two things. It either tear you apart or bring you together. And I think we won this championship as friends over us, and it truly brought us together, and we're never more together after that.
Josie Simon, Fowler.
It's at a family Christmas party, and we heard a loud noise, and I felt a pain in my back. I'd gotten shot, and they actually found that it went through my liver and missed all of my major organs and pretty much just saved my life.
After a shooting accident in 2023, Josie Simon spent 2 days in the hospital and couldn't play volleyball for 3 months.
Josie's resilient, just like most of the girls on our team, and we knew she'd come back. She's just that type of person.
Fowler's Josie Simon serves and gets the ace to give Fowler a 26-24 win. Simon would work her way back to the court and would eventually help the Eagles capture their first ever volleyball state championship this past November.
Getting shot, I remember thinking to myself, like, why do I deserve this miracle of so many people? And I kind of thought the same thing after winning states.
Nathan Martin, Jackson.
Nathan Martin, Nathan Martin.
Oh my gosh! Martin says when he saw the lone runner ahead of him in the last stretch, he knew it was time to go for it.
I'm like, oh my goodness, I think I'm catching this guy. And then 800, I'm like, you know what, I have to go for it. And then it probably wasn't to the last 50 meters where I'm like, I think I can win.
He surged past Kenya's Michael Kimani Kamau in the final meters, winning by just 1/100th of a second, the closest margin of victory in marathon history.
It's a great example of the fortitude and the grit he has and that he shows to our kids and trains into our kids.
I hope it just inspires them to push and give what they have. I try and preach to them all the time that it's not about the results, it's about the effort you give.
Skylar Stiff, Langsburg.
Skylar Stiff's high school career has featured one setback after another. It began when she broke her ankle right before the first games of her freshman year. She missed the entire season, and the pain persisted months later, eventually requiring surgery. She played through discomfort her sophomore year and was ramping up for her junior season when she was involved in a car accident driving to school.
I ended up breaking a piece of my right knee, and I had a really bad concussion, like really bad concussion.
Going into this year, everybody said let's wrap her in some bubble wrap and, whatever, being funny about it, but she was starting to have problems with her foot again.
Stiff needed another surgery in February, just a couple weeks before her senior season started.
Luckily, I was able to get my stitches out. I was able to walk right after surgery. It feels all right.
The ankle has felt good enough for Stiff to play.
I've learned to be very, very, very grateful for what I have been given. You might see someone on the bench, but you don't know what's going through their mind and what's going on in their health. And just always be empathetic and be grateful for every opportunity that you've been given.
So yeah, as you can see, very tough to pick a winner out of those 5. I wish we had 5 awards, but our winner of Inspiration of the Year is Josie Simon of Fowler.
Well, Josie, you've been through a lot in your life already. During that time, how were you able to get through that and persevere?
I feel like we talked to our priest afterward, and he was like, don't focus on the what ifs, focus on the what happens. Don't focus on all the bad that could have happened, but think about how lucky you are.
And you were able to get back, and I'm sure you had so much support around you during that time, and you mentioned working with your priest just to get through that time. How much did the support of your team help you get through that time as well?
I mean, it meant everything. They were there through good, through bad, and I know a lot of them went through their own struggles too. They probably deserve to be up here just as much as I do, so it means a lot.
Can you find the words to describe how much this means to you and just being able to win that state championship with those girls over there.
I mean, it was awesome. The community, you just see it. I mean, they were there through good, they were there through bad. I mean, giving them all hugs afterward was, I mean, it was indescribable. It was the best feeling ever.
How much has this experience maybe shifted your outlook on life and just not taking anything for granted?
Pretty much just know God never gives you more than you can handle. Miracles happen, and there's reason to have hope and never give up.
Well, thank you, Josie.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that was our final award, as I mentioned. Thank you all for coming out. I do want to mention, first off, thanks to the support staff at WLNS who played a big part in putting this on, sports department as well. For our winners, if you can stick around for a little bit, we do want to get a photo with everyone together. We're going to do it at the red carpet. And then for all of our nominees as well, if you can see Cindy at the table before you leave, she has a gift bag for all the nominees. And so have something to take home. But again, we appreciate you coming. It was a great year covering all of you. And hopefully for some, we'll see you next year.